Look, I sleep better. I know I'm busy. I know I'm booked. I'm not stressed anymore. My name is Helen Kharkov. I'm a bridal makeup artist and hairstylist based in Melbourne.
What problem did you have that made you want to reach out?
Look, I feel like I've hit the glass ceiling. I knew there is more. There are more opportunities out there for me, but I just wasn't reaching the clients. Having to go through Facebook, bridal groups. I mean, it's so much work. It's so many hours, and I felt like I've been spending probably 10 hours a week on doing that with not much result. Obviously, social media, organic, yes, but it mainly attracts either my brides who already got married or the one who already booked with me, or just, my friends or other makeup artists. I wasn't really reaching a lot of new people. I might have a random lead here and there from Instagram, but or Facebook, but that's about it. So I just
Mm.
wasn't reaching people, and I knew I needed to go somewhere where I could get help with paid advertising.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like organics was such a big thing for your industry for such a long time.
And word
And
of mouth, but now with
yeah,
social media, before word of mouth was all right. Oh, I had my makeup done for my wedding with that person. Great, go and do that. And the only portfolio you have is something printed. These days, people would still go on your page and check your website. They're still assessing you. They're not just trusting the person who referred them,
yeah.
because there is so much more choice now.
When you kind of thought about buying, did you have any hesitations about joining the program? And if you did, what was it that kind of got you over the line in the end?
Realistically, I had a chat to Brendan. He called me.
Mm.
It was
Mm.
March last year. So it took me a while. But the only reason honestly was financial. I just couldn't afford it in the moment because March, it means I'm heading into winter, and winter is a fucking dead season in bridal, absolutely dead.
Hmm.
And I understand that I still have rent to pay and bills to pay, and I just simply couldn't afford it. And then we were getting married in September. We had wedding planning, and that was money going towards the wedding.
Yeah.
So I simply couldn't do it. And then after the wedding, it's the heat peak of the bridal season, September, October, November. I was busy and I'm like, okay, now I have cash to spare. That when I went and obviously joined up. That was the only hesitation. What I loved that it wasn't a sales call. I hate sales
I know.
calls. I've
Me
been in
too.
sales myself for 20 years. I think I know every sales technique, under under the stars at this stage, including very manipulative, because they're very effective, but they used to be, and they're not anymore.
Mm.
Like when someone tries, I'm like, I hate your sales technique. I'm gonna hang up now. And I love that Brandon didn't do that. He gave me all the information. He said will be a good fit. He's like, that's information. I'll email you the prices. Whenever you want us, just email me back. I'm not gonna call back. I'm not gonna follow up. It's up to you. If you
Yeah.
want us, you'll join us. And I really, really loved it. It really connected with me because that's what I use with my brides and my sales calls. That's the
Mm.
information, that's the prices. If you want me, you know where to find me. And I think I was just getting the entire year, it was busy, then quiet, busy, quiet. I was just getting anxious that I'm not getting where I want to be financially in my business. And I told him I'm just gonna go on a monthly plan, a grand a month, and I hope.
Mm.
And I knew that I can't sign up to a workshop in January, which was a bugger. I was hoping for that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
already booked out. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until March, and I'll get my landing page ready. I'll get all the technical, and I'll go through the theory and do all the stuff that I need to do. I'm a very logical person and I need structure. I love my boxes. I need things in boxes so my brain processes it better.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think other than financial, I really had no reservation at all. It felt like the right fit, and I felt like I've made connection straight away with the way your business runs.
What has changed since you've joined the program, and what results have you had since the ads have been on?
Well, first of all, I haven't had a single day off since I joined the firm. It's a good problem to have.
I'm
My husband
sorry.
asks me, can we please go back to having a shared calendar and put in your availability? Do I need to make an appointment? It's for good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it's been 18 days since I launched the ads. I have my list here. I spent everything's written down. I spent $504 on ads. So my budget is $30 a day.
Mm.
I had 30 leads. The booked in paid, I had four weddings or events. So it's funny, I actually get event bookings now, or mothers of the
Mm,
grooms, mothers of the brides. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say no to them. They seem like nice people because I interview everyone on a phone call.
yes.
If I don't connect with them, I don't take them as a bride because I hate bridezillas. I don't want them in my life. I
Yeah.
so in total, booked and paid 4.5 grand so far. I have two trials next week, I think Monday and Wednesday. And if they are booked, that will be another $2,000, one each. And I just had a message on Instagram. So the girl followed me, saw my ad on Insta, followed
Mm,
me, messaged me. And I normally don't send quotes. People who ask just for price, usually just price shoppers. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. My template, copy paste, and she just messaged me this morning. Please send me the invoice. So that's another $1,200 booked. So 4.5, 4.7, so 5.7 pretty much booked paid, and another $2,000 pending.
wow. On how much ad spend? Did you say 500 bucks?
$500.
That's incredible. I am going to have to go and look at your ad library immediately after this. Kind of already touched on this one a little bit, but what effect has that had on you personally, so professionally so far?
Look, I sleep better. I know I'm busy. I know I'm booked. Um, I'm not stressed anymore, which is a big part of being,
Mm.
business owner. I've been doing this full time for about 5 years now. And 5.5 years ago, I didn't know how to hold a makeup brush. I was a person in early 30s
Wow.
with an orange foundation and holding a brush somewhere at the tip and asking myself, why does my makeup look so shit? So, it's been a difficult journey overall, but I feel like I'm so less stressed now. I'm booking weddings May 2027.
Wow. Oh my
Though I booked
gosh.
two weddings for next year, they're booked and paid. So I feel like I'm attracting better quality clients. I only had one person on a call that seemed alright in the submission and everything, but like I could see she was price shopping because that was her first question. Generally, I jump on a call for 30 minutes with every bride. If they refuse
Mm,
to go on a call with me, I don't book them. I tell
mm.
them I'm sorry, I can't book you because I haven't really met you.
Yeah.
If I don't, what if you don't like me and we're meeting first time on your wedding day?
Yes.
No, thank
Quite a
you.
sensitive, high emotion day.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you want to have someone who is in your corner as a bride,
Mm,
that support system. And I know I can be that for any bride, but not every bride is my bride.
mm.
Like I had someone inquiring saying, I'm like, describe your wedding. Spectacular and high maintenance. I'm like, no,
Oh,
delete,
nope.
delete, delete. Like, I see that. I don't want it. I'm
You
like, high
want
maintenance means very demanding.
relaxed.
I'm like, just no. I just want someone who, and then I looked up, of course, LinkedIn, and she was probably in her 20s. I'm like, oh, yeah, nah, no, no, thank you. No, thank you. So I look at all the clients up. But look, overall, I find that I know that leads are coming.
Mm,
My maybe again, as Brandon said, launch your ads and leave them alone for a month. And being a control freak, it's the hardest thing that I've done. But what I've realized so far with this program, and really with any coaching, when coach tells you to jump, you just ask how high. Don't ask any stupid question. Just do what you're told. And I find that a lot of people probably who resist doing that, that's the one that struggle. Do I check my ads 3 times a day? Yes, absolutely.
yes, of course. You'd be crazy not to. I do the same
But
when yeah,
But I'm not
when we
even
were,
looking at the impressions or anything like that's irrelevant. Like in my mind, it's irrelevant because there are like 11,000 impressions, but realistically only 30 leads. But they're quality leads. They're people who
mm,
actually want to work with me. And when people write in the comments, when I talk about their wedding, they actually write, I have listened to your ad twice. I've connected so well with it. I want to work with you. I'm like,
aw,
that's the kind of energy I want. And all of those women are 40 plus, every single one
yes,
of them. So
that's
yeah, I
amazing.
definitely, and you know what else shifted? Obviously, as you can tell, English is not my first language. It's not even my third, it's my eighth. And
What?
it's the
Hang
last
on.
I traveled the world a little bit before I came to Australia. So and
Amazing.
my school was multicultural, so we had six compulsory languages in school.
Uh,
Then I lived in Middle East, I learned Hebrew, and then I came to Australia and I learned English will be 17 years now. Um,
wow.
so And I've always been very concerned and anxious about speaking to camera, thinking that people won't understand me, that they will not like my accent. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. So making those ads was probably the hardest thing, to be honest.
Mm.
Out of the
Yeah.
entire program in the last 4 months, making ads was the hardest thing and actually pressing launch. But now, I'm like, people are actually reacting to ads in a very positive way, and they're writing it in their submission form. So that sort of gave me a little bit more confidence. Like
Oh,
when I'm face to face with people, I don't care. I know people understand, and I say, I know I talk too fast. Tell me to slow down if you don't get it. Ask again. Like I don't get offended. I'm Ukrainian. You gotta try fucking harder to offend me. Like Western European, that doesn't work that way. And people are like, oh no, no, you just love the person who love you. And that's just wonderful. I think it helped shift that a little bit as well. And again, since I've started ads, another little change, my Instagram blew out in terms of followers. I'm like, oh, hello, people. Where are you
yes.
from? And I get because you can tell when when someone is following from your ad, and probably 95% of my followers for the last 2 weeks have been from ads.
Wow, that's
It's
amazing.
not a big amount, but maybe like 100 people, but it's 100 people more than I had before. And that's
Yeah, and
leads.
I always say like ads definitely are the best thing for like growing a business, but I'm a big believer. Like I started, 10 years ago, doing organics for different companies or little things like that. And I'm still a big believer in that you still need to be posting organically because all those people are going to come from your ads. And if you haven't posted in 6 months, they're going to be like,
Mhm.
this looks like a scam.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
really
I
good side.
always post, and I just mix it up between my clients, my models, the tutorials. Of course, education is a big part of the industry, and just talking on camera, talking about my day, just doing makeup on myself, just mix and match. Yeah. So
That's
people can
amazing.
still see me, not just on my ad, but actually me on my Instagram or my TikTok or whatever, actually speaking to
Mm,
camera. And I actually changed the VCL for the landing page. I went and recorded probably 2.5, 3 minutes.
mm,
Um, because I needed to add something where it's just me talking about what I do,
yeah,
not just the
no, that's
ad.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, this is getting into some of my nitty-gritty stuff, is what have you valued learning the most or appreciated the most about everything that was to do with the workshop, the program, the resources, the ongoing support, anything that's included? What's been some of the things that you've really found the most useful?
Obviously, workshop has been incredible, and I love that there were people walking around the room on a day two and actually helping you press the button. I didn't need help. Again, my memory is pretty good, so I'm like, yeah, I remember the steps, and I just go straight in. And I'm like, slow down, Helen. I'm like, I've finished. But I love that there was a lot of support for people who weren't, let's say, as technically proficient.
Yes.
Just the energy and the way that the whole workshop was run was pretty amazing. The different topics, the variety, having enough breaks for people to actually relax a little bit. I love the support system, the advisory calls. I've never experienced anything like this, and I've done a lot of coaching for myself or for my business, over the last couple of years. And
Mm,
having, 40 advisory calls a week is incredible. I know if I need help, I can probably get a help within 24 hours and not just having to wait for that monthly check-in for 20 minutes bullshit like a lot
yeah.
of brands do. Again, I've never been with a marketing agency. I've never run ads
Oh,
before, never.
yes.
So for me, this is all very new. So I haven't had bad experiences, but I had bad experiences with just other coaching programs, especially around business or
Mm,
even personal coaching, where I have to wait a month to get feedback, or I have to email someone and maybe they'll reply a week later or 3 days later. Here I can write in a community and get reply probably within an hour from one of you guys or community members, obviously. And the advisory calls, I can just jump on, come with my problem. I haven't been on advisory call since January. I didn't feel the need
no, that's good.
because everything I've done in the first 2 weeks, I've been on 5 advisory calls in total, two
Mm.
technical, two landing page, and one kickstart. That's it.
Oh,
Haven't
you
had
haven't even come to a meta one.
no, there's no need.
Ah, very
It's
good.
working. Like I wanna leave it for that 1 month. I don't want to
Yeah.
change anything. I just want to leave it. I'm doing what Brandon told me. So don't sway me in the other direction, please.
No, no, I won't. Blind compliance.
Yeah, absolutely. Blind compliance. I just want to leave it for a month. There's another, what, 12 days left. And then in a month, I would want to revisit. I'll jump on a meta calls. Again, I don't, to be honest, I don't even know the questions that I need to ask at this point.
Mm,
To be honest, because again, I'm so new. I don't know what I don't know. But I'll
yeah.
come maybe ask for feedback. I'll show my
Yeah,
stats and just ask for feedback. Because Meta is very slow in updating amount of leads that is actually
it
coming in.
is.
It's
Yes.
about 30% less than I actually have because I have a folder inside of the folder inside of the folder. Tracks all my leads, all my submission forms. So, um, yeah, just I find just support overall is overwhelming in the best possible way. I don't feel like I'm ever alone. I don't
Oh,
feel like I'm ever just hanging out in the air with a question and not knowing where to go for. If I'm not sure, I'll just post in a group and someone will send me in the right direction. I'm like,
mm,
help. But I think I've only shared once really after the
yeah.
workshop, that one post. That's it.
Yeah, after the workshop, just the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've been busy. I'm just literally the emails and quotes and phone calls with the brides. So it's
That's fantastic. That's
I
so
just been
good.
busy. I don't have time to think. If it wasn't performing, I'd be already on a phone call.
Yeah.
But it is performing. Why reinvent the wheel? It's
If it ain't
working.
broke, don't fix it type of thing.
Absolutely. It's working. Why would I change anything?
Yeah, if you're not sure, if even if in this meantime, if you're not sure about like what questions to ask, you're always welcome just to kind of like while you're having lunch, just put one on and eat and just listen in the background, and then you can just kind
Yeah.
of see what other people are asking. But I was surprised that you hadn't come to a meta one because it's unusual for people to be able to hold back. Usually people are like, I went live 3 days ago, can you have a look at my campaign? And I'm
Why?
like,
I listened to
ah,
what I was told. Blind compliance. That's simple. You have a structure for a reason, right?
that's so
You
good. I'm
set
gonna clip
rules in
this.
place. You set rules in place for a reason. Like I'm a sucker for rules. I like structure. I like policies. Like it just makes sense to me.